and I was just like, and I just couldn't get it. And then my drum instructor was like, definitely not that song. Ugh, Fred again.
First of all, congratulations on this series.
Thank you.
As someone who struggles with anxiety, it is very inspiring to watch the way you like move through it and handle it.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I was very inspired.
Thanks so much, I appreciate it.
But we've got a little game today.
Yeah.
So it's called See You Now or See You Later.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm going to give you some things from the show, the real world, and you just have to be like, see you now, so you love it, or see you later, you're not a fan.
Okay.
So first one, very easy, Ed Sheeran.
See you now.
Absolutely. The fact that you can add drumming for him to your already very long repertoire is insane.
One and done though. That was.
Do you think? Come on.
He asked me actually. He's doing a regional, or he's doing a tour in Australia at some point, and he said, "Oh, you should come along." And I was like, I don't know if I could summon that sort of all of those pieces again. That was just by the skin of my teeth got through that one.
I would argue that you did very well and that you could do it again. If you were going to do another song, do you have a favourite Ed song that you're like, oh, maybe that one?
Originally, Overpass Graffiti was what we were trying to do, and it's so fast. And I was just like, and I just couldn't get it. And then my drum instructor was like, definitely not that song. But maybe one day, maybe that's the evolution, because it's actually the same beat, but sped right up. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite Ed song?
I love his new song, Sapphire. I think it's awesome. Yeah. The song, it's about his daughter running in a field. What's it called?
You're testing me here.
Well, the parting, he does a version of Parting Glass.
I have heard that,
which
yeah.
is epic, I love that. I mean, Thinking Out Loud is still amazing. Even though I played it 10,000 times, I was like, I'm never going to want to hear this again.
And yet,
it's a whole special place in my heart.
And is there another artist that you're like, I'd love to drum for them? Is there anyone on the bucket list? Or are you like, one and done?
I don't think they'd want me to drum for them. Who would I? Nah, drumming's hard. I mean, I in this episode, you see me train with a metal band, and God, it's just chaos. And I would love the sort of physical exertion and the sort of madness that comes with that, but it requires a whole other sort of component which I wasn't gifted with.
I would argue you did pretty well. I will
I'm
say.
sure. Are you musically? Do you play an instrument?
I used to play the drums when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This is the educated opinion.
I mean, I'm not great anymore, but I was like, you picked it up.
Well, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
And as we are MTV, who are you listening to right now? Who's on the playlist?
Justin Bieber's album just dropped.
Oh my God, how good is Daisies? That's my favourite.
It's cool, yeah. I've been on a mad Fred again, kind of obsession. And to be honest, I have his Spotify playlist just on repeat. I'm talking 18 months. And it's
Really?
like every time I train, every time I'm driving, and my kid's like, oh, Fred again. And there's like a little joke in there somewhere because that's his name. But
well, he's just so good at hyping people up. He just gets going. So.
Fred again.
Again.
So that was the joke. Okay.
The next one is, it's never too late to try something for the first time.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah, and so we should too. The more we kind of expose ourselves to different experiences and pull ourselves outside of our comfort zones and seek new adventures, this is where all the kind of spiritual, emotional, physical growth occurs, from staying stagnant and doing the things that we're kind of familiar with, the lessons stop being offered up, so.
And I was going to say, what was the last thing you did for the first time?
Let me think. I mean, the obvious one is drumming in front of 70,000 people, first and last time. Climbing a 600-foot damn wall. That was the last time and the first time.
Insane.
Kind of everything I've done in this series has been a one and done, first and last, I guess, to an extent.
You learned what you needed to learn.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
I was exposed to the therapeutic stress, and I will take it and kind of
learn from it.
Weave it into my day in a subtler fashion.
Yeah. And the next one is being anxious, but doing it anyway.
For sure, yeah. We talk a lot about sort of stress exposure in this and how important it is to, again, not sit in the sort of comfortable space and seek comfort as we're kind of geared to do in a sense, but and pushing through that barrier, facing sort of things that scare us and adversity and especially when there's purpose around it, purposeful stress and anxiety, as opposed to the continual sort of, fight or flight space that we don't want to be in. But that intermittent sort of random exposure is really healthy,
There's a way that you can make having anxiety actually a healthy relationship because you can learn from it.
The big one I had struggled with anxiety on sets and film sets and TV sets earlier in my career. Really intensely. And for a good kind of year and a half, it was the last thing I thought about before I went to bed. The first thing I thought about when I woke up, just like a shot of adrenaline, heart going, stomach, everything. A year and a half. And I read this book around this subject, and it said, you know, when you're excited and when you're fearful, and they did a whole bunch of experiments and measurements and did all the sort of metrics on, you know, heart rate, pulse, you know, fluttery, stomach, butterflies, how you're feeling, so on. And they asked everyone, what's your emotional state? And one group said, incredibly excited, and one group said, incredibly scared. And they were musicians, athletes, public speakers, whatever. All of their physical data response was exactly the same, yet it was in interpretation and perspective. So for me, when I get anxious and nervous and my brain goes to tell me, oh, this is that negative thing, I taught myself over time to say, no, this is, my awareness is heightened, my ability to sort of react is gonna be quicker, I'm focused, I'm present. It's your labeling of it, it's the narrative, your story, your internal dialogue. So anytime that voice props up, you just override it with the other one. And
you're like, we're excited.
Yeah.
We care.
Yeah. And you look, you know, musicians and you know, athletes, and you hear sort of Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, all these people talking later in their career about how the incredible amount of fear they had to manage, but it was like, which voice is louder? And that's kind of what it comes down to, is like just kind of, you know, positive self-talk and motivation, and being a little kinder and a little more compassionate to yourself, as opposed to letting that abusive voice, which it's always going to be there, lurking in the shadows, and it's a bit of motivation at times, but don't let it be too loud.
Genuinely, I really struggle with anxiety, and this really made me sit and think, like, I need to be taking care of myself and the way it affects me.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful.
Oh,
so it was a joy to watch.
Well, I think it's a superpower too, you know, that heightened awareness that not a lot of people are sort of given. It's your friend or an enemy, depending on perspective. And there's days when it overrides me, and days when it's like a nightmare, and then it's like reset. It's like going to the gym or anything else. It's each day, it's that same application, and it's not just like, oh, I figured it out, check. It's like
you're constantly learning about it and figuring it out and how to deal with it. But this was
No, it's good luck with it.
Oh, thank you so much. Lovely.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you make some noise for Chris Hemsworth?
The moment I walk out and see how big that arena is, I'm starting to think, I gotta get out of here. I've always worked very hard on my physical fitness, but I'm realizing that I need to put as much work in for my brain as I do for my body. I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 secrets to living better. We've got a lot of work to do.
One of the best ways to boost your brain is to learn a new skill.
You should learn the drums to play a song with me on my stadium tour.
Oh, God, okay.
I think this actually might be the most difficult thing you do.
Yeah, it's I'm struggling. I think we all want the solution to not feeling any pain. It's gonna suck.
Being in the moment gives you the best chance to move through it.
The key to unlocking these benefits for all of us is finding the edge of our comfort zone. I looked down and I immediately get that wave of like terror. But it's up here. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is quite powerful. And it's really what we seek.
Keep going, Chris. You can do this. Look at me. Look at my eyes. Say Jenga. It's not that bad. I'm fine.